Shalom. Shalom and welcome. This is Set Apart Time. My name is Symmanayah, and these are the words I am compelled to present to an awakening nation. This segment of Set Apart Time is centered around guards and or gatekeepers. I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, we are to guard his commandments. We are to guard the ways of the Almighty Father. To guard them means to identify the things that are set apart and keep them set apart and reaffirm that they are indeed set apart. Gatekeepers, to keep out the things that are unrighteous, the things that are wicked, to learn how to purge or come away when necessary. Each of us have an obligation to guard. In order to guard, we must know what it is that we're guarding. Therefore, we have an obligation to study, to pray, to grow in maturity so that we are able to appropriately execute the function of a guard of the commandments of the Most High. I have listed several verses on this slide, but I'm going to only read 4 of them. First one, Genesis 17:9. It reads, "And the Almighty One said to Abraham, as for you, guard my covenant, you and your seed after you throughout their generations." That was Genesis 17:9. I also want to read Exodus 19:5. Exodus 19, chapter, verse 5. It reads as follows. The 19th chapter of Exodus. Verse 5 says, "And now if you diligently obey my voice and shall guard my covenant, then you shall be my treasured possession above all the peoples, for all the earth is mine." I also want to read Proverbs 8:32. Proverbs 8th chapter, 32nd verse. And it reads as follows, "And now listen to me, you children, for blessed are they who guard my ways." And John 14:15. John 14:15. My brothers and sisters, I cannot stress enough how it is important for us to study and pray and grow to understand what is expected of us. John 14:15 reads, "If you love me, you shall guard my commands." My brothers and sisters, many people think this is just talking about the 10 commandments. His commands are, he's a living Almighty One. He promised to discipline us, to guide us, to direct us. He promised the Spirit of truth, sending his Son's name, in his name, in Yahusha's name. My brothers and sisters, the Almighty Father Yahuah sent Yahusha as the name he wants us to address him. Many will struggle trying to understand that. But this segment is not to put up an argument or debate. It's mainly to say we have an obligation to guard, to be gatekeepers. It's mainly a call to brothers and sisters to begin to learn, begin to study, begin to grow in discernment so that we are able to discern what it is we're supposed to be guarding, what it is we're supposed to be embracing, what it is we're supposed to put our arms around, or who we're supposed to put our arms around. Like I said, I placed some other scriptures on here like Leviticus 25:18, Leviticus 25:18, Joshua 23:11, Isaiah 56:1, and Ezekiel 20:19, of which I did not read. But my brothers and sisters, it's time to wake up. It's time for us to move towards sincerity, as iron sharpening iron. As I mentioned before, this is like like metals. It takes 2 like metals to bring about a refined, sharpened edge. So if we find ourselves among people and we are not alike, let us come away from them. How then can we say iron sharpening iron if it's more like iron trying to sharpen aluminum foil? You be the judge, my brothers and sisters. Pray that these words are made clear to you. We have an obligation, individually and collectively, as an awakening nation, to guard his commands, to guard all that is set apart. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, I pray that you are encouraged, that you are in good health, and ever so growing in discernment. And know this, our redemption draws near. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.